This video is presented by NewWoodworker.com. One of the worst kickbacks that I ever saw came while we were watching an experienced cabinet maker cutting tenons with a jig that he had made. The jig was beautifully made and had been used for years with no incident. But when things went wrong, the light weight of the jig meant that it just became another part or projectile. The wood being cut with the jig still attached struck the cabinet maker on the chin hard enough that he took a couple of steps backwards to keep his balance. He wasn't hurt very badly, but he said he had seen the light and that was the last time he'd use a wooden tenoning jig. This cast iron tenoning jig from Jet weighs in at just over 25 pounds, so it has plenty of mass to keep it on the table. It also has a steel guide bar that's fitted with a T-slot follower to make sure it stays in the miter slot. And the guide bar has two mounting positions so it fits most full-size table saws. This jig has a simple tilt function for making bevel cuts, and you can lay the piece back to cut accurate 45-degree miters. The stock is held in place with this oversized flange on the end of an Acme threaded rod. Applying plenty of pressure to hold the piece securely is easy with this system. A really nice feature is being able to move that clamping spindle wherever you need it to hold the stock securely. This jig has a very nice micrometer-like fine adjustment system that makes tiny corrections very easy to make. This fine-tuning capability is really nice when you're getting very close to the perfect cut and just need to make a very tiny adjustment to get it just right. By loosening this other knob, you can make very large adjustments just as easily and just as quickly. This is a nice feature, especially for making setups. The two large handles make it easy to operate the jig, plus force you to be on the correct side of the jig while making the cuts. The forward handle can be screwed in one of two positions so you can make the jig most comfortable for you. I know a left-handed woodworker that likes this alternate handle position. You'd think that all these nifty features would be enough for Jet, but they had one more thing to really rub it in all the other manufacturers' nose. Yep, an illustrated instruction manual that you can actually read and use to make using this jig easier. The nerve of some people's children. So if you like to make accurate tenons and don't necessarily want to see if you're fast enough to duck out of the way when the table saw throws your wooden jig at you, you need to take a good hard look at this Jet tenoning jig. This jig is well made, easy to set up, and will cut accurate tenons all day long. And the only time it comes back at you is when you pull it back at you.